In this video, I'm going to show you how I made $1,000 this past month as a small YouTuber, and I'm ultimately going to give you the tips and tricks that you can use to do it too. Hi everyone, my name is Matt, and welcome back to the Greatness Everyday YouTube channel, where I make videos that encourage and challenge you to live your greatest life in the areas of personal development, health, and wealth. This video is something that I'm very passionate about. I'm very passionate about getting people and teaching people how to monetize what they do, how to take their passions and turn that into money and really create a side income that can really do a huge percent of your regular salary, if not overtake that. So be sure to watch this entire video. If I can do this, if I can grow my YouTube stream by uploading just last month alone, only 4 videos, and I got a check just recently of $1,028. If I can do that, you can do that too. And you can grow it from $1,000 to $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. Really, the sky is the limit when it comes to growing your YouTube channel and growing an online business. So if you have any questions, drop them down below. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you like this video, and let's get into it here. So I want to start by basically telling you that I have 2 channels, and with these 2 channels, they're both in the education form. One of them is the current channel you see here, Greatness Every Day, and it's a channel that I'm very passionate about. Like I said before, I make videos that really educate, they teach and encourage you in the areas of personal development, mindset, a lot of other things as well, health and wealth, really how to be getting the most out of your life, how to really squeeze the most out of each and every day and make the choice of greatness in what you do and what you say and how you act in your money, in your relationships, and in so many other things. So that's what this channel is about. The other channel I'm going to talk on in just one second, but it is also in the education, or let's say how-to niche. So these are some stats you're going to see right now about my first channel, Greatness Every Day. This is the first step. What I want to do here is I want to show you some of the stats behind how I actually made this money over the past month and break it down a little bit more in detail. And then after I show you for each channel, I'm going to go into a framework that I've created, a framework that I really believe you can use to do the exact same thing, regardless of your niche, regardless of the channel idea that you have, regardless of who you are. I believe if you follow these 4 steps I'm going to give you before the end of this video, you will have success. So 33.1 thousand views in the last month, in the month of September, 1.5 thousand hours watch time. You've got subscribers there, and you also have your revenue, 364.18. So $364.18. This is all on channel 1, and you can see a little bit about those stats. They mean stuff, but at the same time they don't, because for every type of channel you have, for every niche that you have, these numbers are different. So for example, I'm going to show you my second channel here, which is an education channel. You're going to notice that the views, almost 150,000 views, which is almost 5 times the amount of views that I have on my other channel. This is content that is related to education, teaching. I'm a high school teacher. And a few years ago, I created a channel that I didn't monetize when I was using it before with like my actual students. And then after a few years of really not uploading to the channel, I think I've uploaded 1 video in the last year and like 3 videos in the last 2 years. And it's really sat dead and stagnant in some ways in terms of the creation way. But in return, this past month, it generated $665.27. So you're going to see that that revenue is a little bit different. Obviously, it's greater than the revenue I had for my Greatness Everyday channel 1. But with that as well, it's not proportional. So because I had almost 5 times the amount of views on this channel, I mean, I would definitely be very happy with almost 5 times the revenue there. But YouTube really creates your revenue streams depending on the niche that you are in. So for example, if I'm making videos about chemistry or math, as I do, or I should say did in channel 2, once I turned the monetization on after I was done using them, and haven't used them in any of my courses for a couple of years now, if I am making those videos really a lot of people aren't really going to want to see many ads on those videos. At the same time, they are less likely to buy. But if you compare that to channel one, I'm making videos about mindset, I'm making videos about personal development, health, wealth, right? People watching those videos are much more likely to buy a product that they're going to be seeing advertised on the channel. So the CPM and now the RPM, it just basically determines how much money you make per thousand views, is much higher, almost double or triple in some instances, in some videos between the two channels. So really with these channels, I've had people look at the stats for the second channel here and they say, wow, you're getting so many views every single month. Why don't you go ahead and just focus all of your information and all of your attention on that channel? And there's a bigger purpose to what I'm doing here that I'm going to get into here shortly. So those are some very brief stats. I could show you the stats and I say, get this many views and this certain CPM or RPM, and you're going to make this much money every month. But what we're really looking at doing here is creating a system, creating a process, creating a framework that you can follow to really do this for yourself and amplify and grow your business. So ultimately, how did I do it? Right? This is the big question. This is what I'm going to teach you here in this video. So how did I do it? I split it up into 4 steps that I created. The first step here is the vision step. And with vision, you need to get clear on your vision. Back to this idea of why don't I focus on my second channel, which I've had for a long time. I haven't updated it, even though I get more views on that channel and it's bringing more money in if you look at it over the past month. And the reason is it doesn't fit into my long-term vision. I stopped uploading to that channel for the sole reason of the vision that I want to create, what I want to do with my life, where I find purpose and fulfillment and joy is in the development that comes with creating the videos here on Greatness Every Day, the development that it comes to challenging myself to be a better person. And that's how it ties into my vision. I've got goals, long-term and short-term, that really are in line with what I'm doing here on Greatness Every Day. And that is that. And with vision, it's so important to know what you're doing with your business and just life in general, because you know where you want to go. And then from there, you can really determine the steps that are going to take you there. You're not going to get distracted. Like if I look at that second channel, I make so many more views, I make more money on that channel, right? But with all of those things, they don't fit into my vision. That's really why I've stopped uploading it and stopped using it over the past few years. Yes, it brings a little bit of money in every single month, and I'm grateful for that. But if I look at what I'm doing, I'm focusing my attention into creating my business, Greatness Every Day, to creating that community that I really believe long-term is going to bring me more growth, more fulfillment, and ultimately more money because of it. So that is step number 1. You need to get clear on your vision. Step number 2 is you need to commit. You need to commit to fulfilling that vision that you just created, because so many people can dream up something. They can say, oh yes, this is my vision. This is what I want to create. This is what I want to do with my life. But really, that's nice and dandy, but nothing comes from it if you don't commit, right? Commitment to your process that is going to determine your progress. If you are committed to the goals that you have, to achieving those goals, you will follow through and make them happen, right? Goals are simply just something that you would like to happen if there is no commitment. So what I did here is I committed to growing my craft. I committed because when I started, I knew nothing about filming videos, nothing about editing videos, nothing about social media, and I had to learn it all from scratch. And at times that seemed overwhelming. But literally the thing that I did was each and every day I focused on getting 1% better. I focused on learning one more thing or taking one more step towards the goal that I had. And that's the best thing that I can recommend to you. Just commit to getting better each and every day in whatever area you're talking about. Maybe it's growing your business. Maybe it's learning YouTube SEO. Maybe it's learning how to be a better speaker on camera. Maybe it's learning how to be a better person in life with relationships or your money or whatever it is. You need to commit to fulfilling your vision. So that is step number 2, and really one of the most important steps here. Step number 3, we're talking about silence. And with silence, I mean you need to silence your own doubts and the haters. So when I started my YouTube channels, both of them, it was really hard for me because I'm a pretty private person, I would say. I'm generally a pretty quiet person as well. And a lot of people, if you told them about me, they would probably be shocked that I had a YouTube channel. They would probably be shocked that I had a business, because those are things that really I don't naturally gravitate towards. And one of the reasons I do what I do is because I don't naturally gravitate towards those things. And it really puts me out of my comfort zone and gets me out of my shell. So that first part there, you need to silence your own doubts, right? Self doubt is a big hurdle that I had to get over. Self doubt is a story that even currently, there's times where I find that catching up to me and I'm running through those stories in my head. And I really need to make sure that I manage those stories, manage my mindset, and control and silence the doubts that I have, because there are so many other people that are going to step in and talk down about us, say we can't do these things. And that's that second piece there. You need to silence the haters, right? Even on some recent videos, I got a comment from somebody that went in and they basically said, man, you may as well stop. Nobody's watching your videos. And that's perfectly fine for them to say that. Really, it didn't bother me because I knew that people are watching my videos. Maybe there hadn't been a lot of people watching that particular video right after it was released, and that's fine. But really, 2 weeks later, I get this check in the mail, or basically the notification of what my deposit is going to be this month. And I think that for $1,028, it's clear that people are watching my videos, but I needed to silence the haters. And really, I don't have anything to prove to that person that made that comment, or somebody else that either makes a comment on another YouTube video or just says something to somebody about what I'm doing. That's not what I do, but I need to know where I stand and silence my own doubts in order to make that happen, in order to commit to moving forward to the goals that I have. So this is step number 3, and it's very important. And step number 4 is refine. Okay, with refinement, you need to always be improving. And what refinement means essentially is to take out the impurities, to work step by step, and just look at improving your craft, improving the quality of what you do. And so here, every once in a while, I will go back through and watch my YouTube videos, and I'll take an honest look, or I'll send them to a handful of people and I'll say, I want your feedback on these. Let me know what you think. And I'm always looking for ways to get better and better. And sometimes I can do that naturally well, and sometimes I don't like the feedback. But really, if I'm being honest with myself, that is where the refinement comes from. That is where the growth is going to come from. And when I can do these 4 things, I really believe that committing to all of these 4 things is what is going to make you successful on YouTube, what is going to make you successful in life, and just in general. So these are 4 steps that I've created. And really, the refinement piece is really what steps people out. It makes people stand out from the other people that are just kind of going through the motions, and maybe dabbling in YouTube, or dabbling in social media, or a business in general, sports. It doesn't matter. I believe you can take this framework and apply it into any area of your life to really stand out from everybody else. And really, ultimately, as we say here on this channel, choose greatness every day, because I believe that greatness is a choice no matter what you do. So those are my 4 steps. Ultimately, my question here is, how will you do it? You've taken these steps, you've taken this framework, you wrote it down, you put it in your phone, you saved it on your screen. How will you do it? What steps are you going to take in order, as this video talks about, to create $1,000 as a side income as a small YouTuber? If I can do it, you can do it, no doubt. This is my challenge to you. If you have questions, or you want to know the process that I use for this, I'm going to leave a link below. It's a link that you can reach out to me, and I am doing basically a whole workflow. How I plan, how I film, how I edit, how I upload, how I promote the videos that I have here on YouTube. I'm going to teach you exactly all the ways that I do that in the most efficient way possible, and the most effective way, in order to help you have the exact same success that I've had here on YouTube, because I believe the possibilities and potential here is endless, especially as more and more people, more and more businesses and organizations are getting online, are getting on the internet and really taking their passions, taking what they do well, and really finding a way to monetize that. And ultimately, it helps change your life. So if you have questions about that, please let me know down below. If you want to schedule a coaching call with that, there is a price to that. I'm going to leave a little bit more information down below. Right now, I'm putting it at $99 US for a 2-hour session, showing you everything, the software I use, the whole workflow that I use, what I think is easiest in order to get things done efficiently and effectively. If you've got questions, drop them down below or reach out to me on Instagram and we can talk about that. I hope this video helps you. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to challenge and encourage you to live your greatest life each and every day. So I thank you for being here. Hit the video, thumbs up if you like this video, and share it with somebody that you think is going to find value in it. Remember, choose greatness every day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.